Hello again, gang. Welcome back to another Football Manager 2023 experiment. Jayhuahua here, and today we're going to show a bit of love to the goalkeepers. That's right, simple. It's the perfect goalkeeper. Let's go. Right, I don't know about you, but I don't like eccentricity in a goalkeeper as a trait. So I've put eccentricity at 1. Is eccentricity a good attribute? Maybe that's for another experiment down the line. We will see. However, we've locked them with 20 attributes for everything except punching and rushing out tendency to be 10, because we don't want to be doing too much or too little of it. So we thought right down the middle. Sounds like a good plan, right? 20 for everything else, and 1 for eccentricity. Attributes frozen. Perfect hidden attributes. 1 for loyalty because we want to see them move around. Dirtiness at 5, injury proneness at 1. Both footed, 6'4". That's it. You know, they've got the 1st of July 2006 as their date of birth. They are Northern Irish as well. Decided to give them to a nation that is not as expected to win major tournaments. They are 54th in the world. Will the perfect goalkeeper help elevate them as well? We will see. As is customary with all my experiments, we're going to jump forward just 1 year to see where they end up in their first season. The perfect goalkeeper has gone to Fulham. He's on £180 a week, although it does say his wage is £6,000 per week, so that'll be his professional contract. His youth contract is £180 a week. 321 caps for Northern Ireland. Why has he not been capped by the main team? I don't know. He's played 37 times in the Premier League for Fulham, conceding 33 goals. That's pretty good for Fulham, a team that is, at the start, predicted to be in the relegation fight. They've done very well in real life, but as it stands, they are expected to be in the relegation fight. So where did they finish? Liverpool won the league, incidentally, and Fulham finished 9th, a top half finish. And in terms of goals against, they were equal 3rd with Chelsea. Only Liverpool and Tottenham had a better goals against ratio. Fulham with a goal difference of 1, 36-4, 35 against. So as you can see, it's very apparent that whilst the firepower wasn't there, because of the goalkeeper, that's really helped them get to 9th position. Got to look at the data. Irrefutable, some might say. So what's he done then? What's his milestones? He's the runner-up in the NXGN award behind Jude Bellingham. You can't argue with that, can you? You can't argue losing out to Jude. And Antonio Silva as well, making the top 3. Okay, so he's gone to Fulham. He's not been capped by the Northern Ireland national team yet. He's helped Fulham to a 9th placed finish. He's already worth 33 to 98 million. Obviously, with perfect attributes for a goalkeeper, he is really going to be a highly sought after prospect. And I can see him making a big move very, very soon. Will it be in England or will he move abroad? We will find out very shortly. We're going to jump forward through 3 more years. So he's 19 years old. But before we do that, it's that time again where I go on the beg for subscribers and likes and comments and any form of interaction you can give. Please do drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment of things you'd like to see, things you'd like to change, any ideas, any comments about this, whether you liked it, whether you hated it, whatever. Any interaction's good. I respond and I do read all the comments. Try and get through it quick and then I'm out of breath. I have to have a pause. Right, let's go through 3 years. He's still at Fulham. £87,000 a week now. He's gone up to 48 to 144 million. 180 appearances for Fulham. 19 caps for Northern Ireland. Let's have a look at his career stats then. He's only conceded 128 in 150 appearances. 54 clean sheets. 18 man of the matches. That is absolutely brilliant. And look at this. This most recent season, only conceding 25, 21 clean sheets, 7.28. He has obviously won some accolades, surely. Awards. Player of the Year, NXGN, runner-up, 3rd, runner-up. That was real life, wasn't it? Yes, he's been runner-up 3 times. That's unfortunate, isn't it? FA Cup runners-up in 2026. They've just lost in the FA Cup final, losing to Tottenham. I was just going to say Leicester City have won the FA Cup, but that's, of course, in real life. So it's been City and Liverpool have won it every year. City once and Liverpool 3 times. We saw Fulham finishing 9th in their first season. They continued that by finishing 9th again with another goal difference of 1. They conceded 1 extra, but scored 1 extra. Oh, down in 10th. Again, 37 and 36. They are literally scoring 37 or 36 and conceding 36 or 35. They've got a goal difference of 1 in the last 3 seasons. That's absolutely insane. And look at this. 5th. They finally scored more, scoring 44, but they actually only conceded 25. Is that the best defence in the league? It is. They've got the best defensive record in the league. 25 goals conceded, and that has propelled them to Champions League football. Champions League football because Manchester City became runner-up. Is that how it works? Or is it because Manchester United won the Europa League? No, Man United qualified for the Champions League anyway. City qualified for the Champions League through their league position. I would say Barcelona winning the Champions League, they've also qualified for their league position. But then why would Fulham get in? I'm at a loss here. I can't work it out. Because surely the winner being Barcelona, the extra team to go into the Champions League should come from Spain, right? Or is that not how it works? Is it just done on coefficients? And because England is probably highest up there, that they've got a cheeky extra spot. Anyway, Fulham have got Champions League football for this next season. So, perfect goalkeeper is going to be playing Champions League football with Fulham. So we're going to jump through just 1 year to see, 1, how they got in the league, and 2, how he gets on in the Champions League playing for Fulham. And he's up at £91,000 a week. He's probably got a little cheeky wage rise in his contract. And he's had a much worse season, conceding 35 in the league and 7 in the Champions League. He's conceded 45 in 52. 19 clean sheets overall, though. But look at that. 10 continental games. So they've qualified in some capacity, haven't they? Right, firstly, let's have a quick look. Chelsea have just won the Premier League, and Fulham have finished 8th outside of Europe. 35 conceded, back to 35, but scoring 46. Plus 11. West Ham -5 goal difference in 7th. What's happened there? Champions League. We're going to go back. The league phase, and Fulham finished 6th. Chelsea, Liverpool, Fulham and Man City making up 4 of the top 8 teams. That's unbelievable, isn't it? Fulham played undefeated as well. 1-4, beating Real Sociedad, beating Sociedad, Milan, Copenhagen, I think, is that Copenhagen? Is it? We'll go with it. Could edit this out and find out, but where's the fun in that? You can tell me in the comments below if I'm right or wrong. And laugh at me if I'm wrong. Dynamo, Zagreb. So there's the 4. And then the draws against PSV, Monaco, Bayern and Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid coming top. Drawing against Roma and Ajax, and then beating City, Benfica, Ferencváros, Young Boys, Inter and Celtic. Unbelievable. Well played, Fulham. Knockout playoff round then. Of course, they don't even go into this. Round of 16 then. And Fulham, have been eliminated by Bayern Munich. 3-2 as well. Beating Bayern Munich away, 2-1. Anthony Martial. Hey, look at this. Schledder up, playing for Fulham. How's he doing? 158 out of 160. Middling of his dynamic potential there. The saves where he's much better. Much better. Fantastic, anyway, beating Bayern Munich in Bayern. So he's still at Fulham. He's been here for quite a while. His contract is expiring in 2030. I think we're going to go to 2030 now. 29 caps for Northern Ireland. They're down in 66, so he's actually had a detrimental effect, if anything. Or, I mean, I can't see him having the detrimental effect. I would say Northern Ireland have got worse. He's kept him from falling even further than 66th in the world, realistically. Because he's carried Fulham to some Champions League success and top half finishes every season. Worst is 10th, isn't it? Ceding less than a goal a game. 67 clean sheets. Keeping a clean sheet in a third of his games. Fantastic. Right, let's jump forward 3 more years. Still at Fulham. £185,000 a week. 57 to £171 million. He's 23 years old. No one looks like they're coming in for him at the moment. And apart from that one season where he only conceded 25, he's conceded in the mid to low 30s every single season. Still banging out double-figure clean sheets every season. Still getting over 7-point-something ratings. Look at this. Chelsea, Newcastle, and Arsenal in the last 3 years sharing the Premier League around. Well, as we saw Fulham here in 8th. Well, Fulham finished second this season when Newcastle won it. What the actual... Bloody hell, Fulham finishing second. And look, look how tight this league title race running was. Arsenal on 75 points, City and Fulham on 76, Fulham beating City on goal difference, actually conceding more goals than City as well. I even say it's the perfect goalkeeper that's really propelled them to that. It's the goal scoring. And Newcastle winning the league with only 52 goals scored. This has been a very defensive league. Liverpool in 6th on 71 goals, right? Fulham in 2nd on 64. What a weird season this was. But second, though, fair play. Then they're down in 5th, getting Champions League for 6 teams in the Champions League again. 4th, Champions League football again for Fulham. And now here we go. So Fulham have had Champions League football for the last few seasons. And they've won an FA Cup in 2029. Look at that. Fulham beating Brighton in the final. And they've won 2 Carabao Cups back-to-back, 28 and 29. Brilliant stuff. The Fulham taking some silverware home. Keeping hold of the perfect goalkeeper as well. He's still there. I can't believe that he's still there. Right, I'm going to jump forward 5 more years. He's 23. I don't know how long I'm going to manage to trim this down to, but I've been recording 19 minutes and he's still at Fulham. Didn't think that when I first saw him go to Fulham. 58 caps and no goals for Northern Ireland. Obviously no goals, what am I saying? 58 caps for Northern Ireland. Anyway, we're going to jump forward 5 more years to 2035. Oh, here we go. He's made the move. He's gone to Napoli. 102 caps for Northern Ireland. How much did he go for then? 114 million. We've jumped forward 5 years and he'd only spent 1 more year at Fulham, only conceding 29 goals. So let's jump back to 2030-31. This is the last season. They finished 5th, only conceding 29. Is that the best? Joint best with Liverpool, the league winners, who finished 6th the season before. Since he's left, 5th again Champions League football. 5th again. Fulham have just been 5th every year, and then most recently they finished 3rd. So Fulham are still maintaining their Champions League football. Selling their perfect goalkeeper for 140 million has not weakened them as a side at all. Fair play to them. But look at this. In 37 games, he conceded 14 goals for Napoli. 11, 14, 12. And they've won it twice. Juventus getting 100 points. 12 goals conceded all season for the pair of them. Not scoring enough, Napoli. I can't believe how few they're conceding. Absolutely insane. You want a Champions League with him? No Champions Leagues as yet. Done wonders in England. He's now going to do it in Italy, getting £475,000 a week as well, and earning every penny, as you can see, with the amount of goals he's conceded. So he's 28. Let's jump. Let's go to his 33. I think he's probably going to go to his 38. So we'll do 2 more check-ins, 33 and 38. Well, he's moved again. Real Madrid, taking a massive pay cut to go to Real Madrid. £325,000 a week. He was on £475,000 at Napoli. And I don't get it. Napoli have sold him for a £39 million loss. They've had him for 5 years, where he has been amazing for them. For 5 years, in 5 years he conceded in the league. He conceded 67 goals, and he played all but 5 games. He missed 5 games in 5 seasons. And he conceded 67 goals in 5 seasons. And they made a £39 million loss. What on earth were they doing? He must have been running out his contract. That's the only thing I can think of. 35-36 was the last time we were there. And there he is. They did win the league, and then they've won it 3 more times out of 4. So, do you know what? He's left. Every time he's left a club, he's left them stronger. Fulham here getting Europa League football. Conference League football there. They did get Champions League football in the season previous, but they're Fulham doing all right. Doing all right, are Fulham. Still getting Europe every season. That's Spanish First Division then. Okay, so how long has he been at Real Madrid there for? 4 years. Again, 12, 19, 16, 19 he's conceded. He's getting well over 7. A 7.22 overall for his career. I'm in the way. I'm not quite in the way. Going to be in the way soon, so we'll move. There we go, gang. Real Madrid then. 4 years he's been at Real Madrid, and in those 4 years, they've won the league 3 times. Over 100 points in that first season. They actually lost to Barcelona by 3 points, getting 96 points. That's enough to win the league most years, to be fair. Coming second with 96 points is very, very unlucky. Barcelona actually had a better goals against record. Unbelievable. And Barcelona have come third the following year. Real Madrid up at 99 points. In the most recent season, they've won it again. And they've won 3 Champions Leagues in the last 4. So since he's been there, he's won 3 Champions Leagues. Arsenal come in runner-up a lot in the Champions League. And Man City. So he has won everything domestically. He's not won the Premier League, but he's turned Fulham from a relegation battle team to a European qualification team every year. He's won Serie A with Napoli. He's won the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. He's won La Liga. He's won the Champions League. He's done it all. Northern Ireland up at 27th in the world as well. Perfect goalkeeper. 155 caps. They've not won any tournaments of Northern Ireland. Right, so we're going to jump forward through to... It's going to be the end of his career, really. So I'm going to find out when the end of his career was, and we'll just jump to that. Right, so perfect goalkeeper is retiring on the 16th. He's not worth a lot. He's still at Real Madrid. How many years has he been at Real Madrid then? Only played 29 games in this season. He must have got injured. Broken finger. Yeah, he broke his finger. Missed a few games. He's been at Real Madrid since 2036-37. Overall, he's conceded 515 and 887 league games, 482 clean sheets, 58 player of the matches, a 7.25 overall. Look at this, 7.45 up here for Real Madrid. So yeah, like I say, 2036-37. So he's been there 10 years. And in those 10 years, they've basically won the league 7 times. They've not won the Champions League since 2039-40. Yeah, that was last time we were here was the last time they'd won the Champions League. Disappointing, really. You'd think they'd win more Champions Leagues. He's won a few Spanish Cups as well. And he's won Goalkeeper of the Year pretty much every year, except Philip Grant won it here. Welsh. He's 38 now, playing for Barcelona. How long has he played for Barcelona? A long time. Gone for 63 million from Leeds. Fair play. Perfect Goalkeeper has taken it, though, basically a lot of years. Let's have a quick look at Napoli. Napoli have continued to win Serie A. Or Fulham are falling away, sadly. Arsenal have gone on an absolute tear. Aston Villa have won a Premier League as well. Yeah, Fulham turning it back into a mid-table team, unfortunately. They are qualifying for Europe. Look at this. Leeds relegated, qualifying for the Europa League. Don't often see that, do you? £112 million in the hole. Oh, it's not looking good for Fulham, is it? Golden Glove, again, perfect goalkeeper, won it a lot. Philip Grant, Mattia Bacconi. Again, he's retiring. Coming to the end of his career. I've just clicked a holiday forward to the day after it says he's going to retire, because I just want to see what his staff attributes are. I can't see Northern Ireland having won anything. But if they do, we will check it. We will check. I'll check in on the Euros and the World Cup anyway, just to see who's been winning them, as we always do at the end of these experiments. Oh, Javi has been in charge of England. Italy win the World Cup. Right. Going to go through the World Cup winners then. So we've got England, Italy, Germany, Portugal, England, Belgium, and Italy again. In terms of Euros, it's been Germany, Holland, France, Spain, England, and Portugal. Wales coming runner-up. Losing to England in the 2040 final. Absolute scenes. England losing to Germany in 2024 as well. So, he's gone from the shortlist as the perfect goalkeeper. Perfect goalkeeper. He's retired. Does it say free agent? I hate it when he does this. Because now he's just going to be mugging about for ages. Now I'm going to pause this. I'm going to come back. Because I've just been sat here for about 5 minutes like a dickhead waiting for his staff attributes. That was worth it, wasn't it? He decided not to become a staff member. He won 30 competitions throughout his career, though. If we're just looking at the end here of his biography, won the Community Shield with Fulham, Carabao Cup 2 years, FA Cup with Fulham, Spanish Super Cup 5 times, Spanish Cup 4 times, Super Cup with Napoli, UEFA Super Cup with Real Madrid 3 times, Champions League 3 times with Real Madrid, Spanish First Division 7 times, and Serie A 3 times with Napoli. He's won loads of personal accolades as well. Of course, Goalkeeper of the Year, Golden Glove, and probably League Goalkeeper of the Year. I mean, if he's won the World Goalkeeper of the Year, he's going to have won the League Goalkeeper of the Year, isn't he, most of those seasons? So, yeah, he did very well. And just at the start of this, I mentioned eccentricity and whether it's a good attribute for goalkeepers. And yeah, I am definitely going to do a goalkeeper attribute test with eccentricity because we've done plenty of ones outfield with outfield players. I think eccentricity is the best one we can do for goalkeepers, so I will be bringing you that shortly. If you've got any ideas for other experiments, though, like I said earlier, please do leave them in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed this and you got all the way to the end of the video, thank you very much. Drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Can't keep beating that drum harder because we are making that push for 1,000 subscribers. That will be there by the time this comes out. If we are, subscribe anyway. I want to get higher than that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Stick around and watch some of the other videos on the channel. There's a playlist that's about to come up in a minute with all the other experiments on the channel. There's a lot of good stuff there. If you've not been here before, check it out. Take care, gang, and I'll see you soon.